actually here in Colorado many years ago. And so there's every hope that there is survivors on board. And so let's keep our hopes up about that.
You know, she mentioned the concerns over the ability of rescuers in that region. AirAsia passenger jet that she mentioned that crashed back in December, that killed 162 people. And because of that, that prompted the government to introduce new regulations that were aimed at improving safety in that region when it came to air travel. Do you know if any of those new safety procedures were implemented, and what were they?
Well, a lot of the safety procedures that were put in were at the result of increased audits. So the Indonesian government has increased their audits at the direction of, or the suggestion at least, of ICAO.
54 people has disappeared in a remote area of Papua province.
The National Search and Rescue Agency says the plane lost contact with air traffic control about 4 hours ago. We do have Mary Schiavo with us on the phone right now. Mary, what have you learned about this particular flight and this area specifically in which it was flying?
Yeah, hi, Mike. An area in which it was flying, depending upon exactly where it may have gone missing, can be very mountainous. It's a remote stretch of islands just north of Australia, to the west of Oceania. It's part of the island chain in the area of Indonesia. I guess what's most striking about this is the airline, Trigana Airline. It's a very small carrier, an Indonesian carrier. Over the years, there have been many concerns and warnings issued by ICAO in Indonesia itself about the quality of the airlines in Indonesia. And this airline has 10 ATRs. They're a French plane, a French-Spanish European consortium aircraft. It's a twin turboprop. And then they also have about 10 Boeing 737s, but very small airline, just usually a regional Indonesian carrier. So it could be lots of things. It could be a carrier hasn't reported in and had to put down somewhere other than its destination. They haven't reported in some remote area, or it could be in the mountains somewhere. So there's lots of possibilities at this point.
All right, Mary Schiavo, our aviation analyst, stand by for us. We have with us, again, with 54 people on board. Kathy, what are you learning?
Well, it is just the very early information that we are getting at this stage from Indonesia's National Search and Rescue Agency, but I can tell you 4 passengers aboard, among them 44 adults, 2 children, 3 infants, and 5 crew members. So very early stages, as you've been discussing. We're trying to get more information about what might have happened, why this plane has been reported missing. But of course, the people related to these 54 passengers on board would be extremely concerned and anxious to get any more information about what has happened to this plane in Indonesia, where, as we know, there is a relatively checkered history when it comes to the aviation in that country, Victor.